Hey everyone, Ashley here, and welcome to another Old School RuneScape private server quick guide video. In this video, we're taking on Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. So here we are at Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. This is the drop table for Thermo. The pet is pretty nice. I was very fortunate and got it in about 40 KC. But the Dragon Chain body is probably, no, the jar is definitely the rarest drop here. But you can get occult necklaces, which are nice. And some alka balls and that sort of thing. But the pet's really what most people come here for. So you can get here by opening the teleport menu, bosses, and then on the bottom left is the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. So I'm just going to pull up, come in here, get my spec weapon ready. Piety, it doesn't matter what you pray in here, it has a typeless attack, which is a little bit uncommon for RuneScape, but it doesn't matter if you protect from range or magic, the damage it does to you is exactly the same. So it's just not worth wasting your time with the overheads there. Kills with this setup obviously are fairly quick. Sometimes you can get it with just the specs if you're very lucky, or at least look at a couple of specs on one side hit. So it's very, very fast. It also drops food, which is handy. So if you wanted to stay here for extended periods, you could do that. So we're back at Thermo with a slightly cheaper gear setup. We've got the Void robes. And the Elite Voids, I realise that I've got my Dragon Claws here and they are about 100 mil. So you could bring a DDS. Obviously it's 4 specs instead of 2, but you'll do a similar damage with 4 specs. It'll obviously just take 8 ticks longer because it's 4 ticks per attack. And I've got a Fang, which is a very good weapon for the money. At the moment it's going for about 110, 120 million. If you can afford it, I'd strongly recommend getting it. It's really, really good. And I've got the Avernic, but you can use the Dragon Defender. So I'm going to tele to my player-owned house, drink from the pool, and then head straight back for the teleport menu. And this way you can really farm kills quickly. You could also do this with the other setup that I had before. I just wanted to switch into a cheaper gear setup to show you it was possible. And you just keep coming back to farm it this way. If you're here on a task, or if you've got a Smoke Devil task, obviously you can AFK in the main room there, in the main dungeon, get a cannon up set up and all that stuff. Or you can come here for the boss and get a chance at that pet. That's what I prefer to do. That's what I did before I got my pet. You know, I got it fairly early, but as you can see, I've got 539 KC here. I really do enjoy it. If you don't have access to the player-owned house pool, you can always teleport to one of the altars. So you've got the one here at home, which I've just teleported to. You've also got the one at the donator zone, if you're a donator. And then you can just tele straight back exactly the same way. And jump back in, get your specs in with your DDS or whatever you've got. Couple of those. Back on the attack. And sometimes you get unlucky with a couple of hits with your Fang or whatever your main weapon here is. So you just bring a little bit of food with you in case you need to heal. Overall, the likelihood of needing to heal is fairly low when you've got 99 in combat stats. But when I first started here, I needed a little bit of food. Typically, I'd get it down to like 30 HP left. And then I'd be running out of HP. And just so I wasn't risking anything, I'd eat an anglerfish. And then that was enough to get the kill. But more often than not, just by teleporting back to the pools to get your health back up and your spec, and then coming back to the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil boss, that is sufficient enough for your healing stats. But just to be on the safe side, as I say, bring a prayer pot in case you're using your piety or whatever, and a little bit of food. So that is how you kill Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. And I hope that little tip on going to the rejuvenation pools instead of camping here and having to bring an inventory of food and only getting sort of 5 kills per trip, it's not really worth it. So yeah, definitely worth going to and from altars or your player-owned house pool if you have one. Thanks for watching this video. Check out my channel for more boss or minigame guides, and I have plenty of different RSPS content on the way soon.